Hey, it's Kevin from sportconcepts.com, and in this video I'll be showing you how I create my 3D hockey concepts. I use the sportstemplates.net hockey PSD file. If you like it, you can go to that website, and it's like 69 bucks, and it's the best template I've come across. I also put together a PSD just with all the base stuff that I like for each template. So you can see here it has the collar with the lacing, the helmet's nice and simple, and I only do concepts using this view right here, but the template itself comes with 3 different views if you really want. So in this video, I'm going to put together a Calgary Flames alternate jersey concept using their round logo. So the first thing I usually do is I will update the helmet color, and I'm going to want to use black for the helmet. So you see here, you just double click on the helmet body layer and you can literally change the color, as simple as that. And that's all I really do for helmets. For the colors, I got a thing for the laced up color, so all my templates have it. But they do have a number of different colors. They have the lace, the V-neck, and then this base collar right here. So like I said, I usually use the laced up color. And then I also set up the NHL logo for the middle of the collar into a new layer here, just so I can quickly change the color, because I'm gonna make this color black. So I just updated the logo to white, and now I'm going to make the logo area black, and I'm going to make the top black. And I'm gonna grab a couple logos here because I use this color picker extension for Chrome to grab the colors as I'm going along. So this is the logo I'm gonna put on the chest, and this is the logo, their current primaries, I'm gonna put on the shoulders. So I want to grab the red because it's a little bit different than the red of this jersey here. And I'm just going to change this here. See, it's very slightly different. And also the interior, which changes the inside. Alright, so the collar is done. Next, I'll do the actual jersey itself, and I usually start with the shoulders. So I'm going to go back and grab that logo I said I was going to use for the shoulders. I use sportslogos.net for all the logos and whatnot. The site's really awesome. It's got like literally every team you can imagine, and all their logos and their jerseys and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going to copy this, create a new file, and I'm using the magic wand tool just to remove the outside. I'm also going to remove this trademark. And now I'm going to Control A to select all, or you can just drag this across the whole thing, the selection tool, the marquee tool. You can just drag it all. And now that I have the background removed, I'm going to copy this with Control C, or you can right click and go, no you can't. Okay, Control C to copy. I use shortcuts for everything. So, and now I'm going to go into the 3/4 shoulder design layer. Actually, I forgot to do one thing. I usually I'll Control click the layer with the background removed, select, modify, and I'll contract it by 1 pixel. And then I'll invert the selection, Control Shift I, and delete that 1 pixel out from the outside edge, just because it cleans up that white stuff you just saw there. So now that you see all the white stuff's gone around the edges and we got a nice clean logo here, I'm going to pop this in here, and I usually make this about the same height as the numbers because we're getting rid of the numbers. Shoulder numbers do not look good. And I'll just line it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, pixel perfect. And I'll do the same for the other side. And then I'll hide these numbers in the manufacturer, and I will use the same red. Actually, just got to make sure it's the exact same red as the alternate I'm using everywhere. Yeah, it is. Yeah, pretty much, pretty close. Okay. Actually, it's a lot more useful to just throw the colors you're using into the quick color picker here. So I'm going to do that for the red and for the yellow. Then I'm going to save this, go back to the jersey, and you'll see here the shoulders are updated. I'm actually going to change the shoulders to black. And you don't want to use black because it screws with the shadows. So I use like very close to black. I use like a very, very dark gray. 151515 is the hex code. There, this should be better. There we go. Now we can see the primary logos on the shoulders. Okay, shoulders are done. We'll do the sleeves. I'm just going to do a simple straight pattern on the sleeves here. And with the line tool, you can see it comes with horizontal lines. They're 108 pixels in height, the default template lines. So I like to use those as like a reference point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw some lines here for the arm striping. And I like to put them at the top of that maple leaf and then just hide it. I also need to make the background the red. Okay, so we have one line here, and I'm gonna do like 4 stripes. And since I use the line tool, changing the colors is super easy. Okay, so the top stripe, we're gonna do the black. And I'm gonna make it actually similar to their alts right now here. See how you have the black and then the white, yellow, and then black again? So this is their current alts. And I'm not a big fan of this logo. And they're using the actual good logo on the shoulders. So I'm gonna make the striping similar to this, because I think it looks pretty good with the whole jersey. So we got black, white, yellow, and then black. I'm also going to add some stroke to the numbers of just black. Save it, and then we go back here, and you'll see this arm is fully updated. And now to copy it to the other arm, what I normally do is I will group these lines for the striping I did together, and then I'll open the other arm. I'll just right click and duplicate this group into the other arm file. See there? Just showed up. Again, we'll add the stroke to these numbers too. Set the background to the red. Save it. Save this. And we should see the arms done. And we do. Alrighty, now we'll do the chest. So I'm going to keep one of these open because I'm going to copy these lines to the bottom of the chest. So we go into our chest, our shirt layer here for the front. And you can see I'm double clicking to open it. Should have mentioned that. And we have here the arm. I'm going to duplicate this again into the chest file. I'm going to move this to the very bottom. There we go. And I'm going to hide these stripes. I'm going to make these lines span across. I use Control T to transform the group, which works on layers too. Change the red to our slightly different red. And now I'm going to grab the logo I want for the chest. So I go back to sportslogos.net, right click, go copy. And then I'm going to create new, paste with Control V. Delete the background. Did I do that whole thing? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. Gotta do contiguous because this has some white in here. So changing the selection, the marquee tool to use contiguous. Select the background again. Delete the trademark. There we go. And I'm gonna again contract it by 1 pixel. Select the inverse, delete it, so it's nice and clean around the outside. You don't got to worry about any kind of pixelation here if you turned anti-aliasing off, which I always do because it smooths out when you put it in the template. So we're going to highlight all, copy this. We're going to paste it in here over the old logo. And I usually do, I'll just eye it out to what looks good. I don't want the logo to be too small or too big, so I will place it where I think it looks good, and I will hide the logo and manufacturer layers. Save that. And there we go. The entire jersey itself is now done. Also, sometimes the logos do have the off black. This one didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Paint Bucket and set it to non-contiguous. And I'm just gonna get that black, which is like an off black. And I'm just gonna paint it into this logo here so it uses the off black. There we go. Because you can see it was like black, and it messes with like the highlighting and shadows and stuff. So that looks a lot better. Alright, next I'll do the pants. I'll show you one more site here. Here's another site I get ideas for pants and stuff, because this site has like every single jersey throughout the history of each team. It's NHLuniforms.com. So I'm looking at the Flames right now. I'm just going to check to see. Yeah, they have like some angled striping on the pants. I'm just going to do 2 nice stripes down the middle. So I'm going to now go to my shorts. They call it shorts in the template. I'm going to go to the shorts group. I'm going to go to the right side. And I'm going to take these side stripes here and hide. Actually, what's the width of this? Can't remember. I think it's about 26 pixels. So I'm going to take my line tool and go 20, 25, 26 pixels. And I'm going to hide the side stripes. Hide this logo. Take my line tool. The first one's white. And the second one is the yellow, which I don't have. There it is. And you can hold shift like you saw with, I'll do it another line. If you want the lines to be super straight, you hold down shift as you're drawing them. So I'll do that with this line here. I'm going to do the yellow one now, and then I hold shift and just draw it all the way down. And with this template, I like to, if it's like side stripes, just like small thin side stripes, I like to move this over a little bit just so that you can see them better in the view. Because if I didn't move them over, they'd be kind of, the yellow would be pretty much hidden. And for the other side, since they're not going to be able to see the stripes anyways, I'll just remove those. Don't need to worry about doing the stripes because you can't see them anyway. Alright, so we'll do the gloves. In this template I put the Warrior logo. I like Warrior, it's my favorite brand of hockey equipment. So I threw the Warrior logo in there and I made it so I can just quickly change the color to whatever I want. So I'm going to do these colors here. I'm going to do this the black. I'm going to have most of the gloves black. It's just as simple as, you know, clicking in here and just double clicking and changing the colors. The wrist, I'll do that red. Actually, in the palms, maybe I'll do the yellow. Let's see how that looks. No. I'll leave it all black. And then in here, I will change the Warrior logo to white, I guess. We'll do white for now. Still feel like it could use a bit more yellow in the gloves. Maybe change the Warrior logo to yellow. I won't worry about it right now. Don't want to make this video too long. Alright, so the gloves are done. We got the pants done, the gloves done. Now all that's left is the socks. Just gonna close all these layers so I have like an OCD thing with organization. Alright, socks, where are you? There you are. And we'll do the left side. And I'm going to duplicate once again these lines into this sock layer. Here you are. And I'm just going to line it up with the default stripes here. Well, first I got to change this. I usually just paint this in with alt backspace. I make a new layer above here and hide the other ones. You can also just change this if you want to use like a shape instead. And then where are my, oh, they're hidden because they're so lower. Here we go. Then I'll just kind of line this up with the template lines. That's pretty good. Hide those, save this, and you'll see the socks will be done. So that's pretty much it. I usually will do a bit of tweaking afterwards, like see these bottom lines here. My OCD is telling me to move this up a tiny bit just so that there's an even spacing in the top and bottom of the logo. So I go back here and I'm just gonna move these lines up about 50 pixels. And make sure that my black line goes all the way down. This one. That's better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, this uses that sportstemplates.net hockey concept, and it's totally worth the money in my opinion. You can also use some other free templates, but this one looks actually like somebody's wearing it, which is awesome. You can get a complete overview of like the socks, the pants, the helmet, and all that good stuff. If you want to check out more concepts I've created or upload your own, you can go to my website I just launched. It's sportconcepts.com with a Z. because all the good domains were taken. So yeah, sportconcepts.com with a Z. You can check out a bunch of other concepts I've created, and you can register an account in like 2 seconds and upload your own and rate others and stuff like that. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful to somebody. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them, and have a good day.